So if you want to AFK and grow a garden and get yourself seeds, pets, gears, craft items, and basically AFK every feature in the game, you can actually use a free macro for that while being AFK. So let's get started. I'm also doing a little bit of a giveaway in today's video. I'm going to be giving away Redbox in today's video. So here, just comment your username and why you want to get the free pet. You will also need to like the video and subscribe to my channel. But anyway, let me show you how to get and use this macro. As long as you guys follow these steps perfectly fine, the macro will work. So you want to go to the website, which is called autohotkey.com. The website is safe if you guys are wondering. So just go there and download version 2. Download version 2. If you don't do this, the macro will not work. So after you have done that, join the Discord server. The link for my Discord server will be in the description. So you want to scroll down the channels until you see beta macros. So in beta macros you will get the newest macro. Beta macros are the most up-to-date macros and there are bug fixes almost every day. So if you encounter any bugs, just go to the beta macros channel and get the newest macro. Alright, so as soon as you've downloaded the macro, I downloaded it as you can see, grow garden macro. Right click on it and then extract all. If you don't do that, the macro will not work. And then double click the folder and now just double click run this. As soon as you've double clicked run this, you should see this menu that will pop up right here. So this is going to be the macro as you can see. And not only that, it can also buy stuff from a traveling merchant, which is absolutely insane. Which a lot of the new macros don't, to be honest. I never saw any macro do that. And you might think that it's hard to use, but it's actually not. So in the info, there's obviously going to be like credits to the creator of the macro, me and Material. But I'm going to go to seeds and you want to select everything what you want to buy. So I'm just going to set up this macro right now and I'm going to start the macro. But before we do that, you want to go to your recall ranches and put it in your hotbar. So make sure you put your recall ranches and number 2 in your hotbar. You can put it in another slot, you just change it in the macro afterwards. But slot 2 is the default slot. Now you want to open up your Roblox menu, go to settings and make sure you got default classic camera mode on. Just copy paste these settings right here, exactly like mine. Alright, so if you want to open up the settings right here, we got reverse buy order. So that will just pretty much buy the most expensive stuff first. And if you disable it, it will buy from carrots all the way down to the giant pinecone seed. And if you select it, it will go all the way down from giant pinecone seed all the way down to the carrot seed. So I'm just going to select these. These are my only seeds that I want to buy. You can change your hotkeys to start and stop if you wish. Reset settings by pressing these arrows and you can switch in between the summer shop, prehistoric event, twilight and bloodlight shop, and even the bee items whenever everything comes back into the game. So just enable everything that you want here. For the prehistoric event, the sacrifice option allows you to configure what pet the macro looks for by typing the name of the pet in. So if the dino egg is enabled, it will then try to convert pets with that name to dino eggs. If the prehistoric shop option is disabled, it will not do anything with the event. And it waits 1 hour before crafting the first prehistoric event item to prevent it from trying to skip the remaining crafting time and open the Robux purchase. This can be disabled with the craft first cycle setting at your own risk. Now in the crafting menu there are going to be drop down boxes, one for the event crafting table, which currently has summer related crafts, and one for the default crafting table, which has everything that's always available. It waits for as long as the craft normally takes, again to prevent it from opening the Robux purchase. This can be disabled with the craft on first cycle option. The option to convert pollinated to honey is found in the crafting tab. This currently relies on the rare appearance of the honey shop traveling merchant. Under the donate tab you can donate to support the macro. The top donators will be shown right here. Just let me know once you donated so we can add your name in here. Wait tab. This tab determines how long the macro waits after a cycle. At 0, it waits exactly 5 minutes from when the cycle started. To disable the wait entirely, set it to -299. Under the MISC settings tab, then in essential settings, you will find the backpack key and UI interaction key. These need to be set up for the macro to function properly. You can find the required keys in the Roblox help menu. You need to press escape, then go to the help tab. I circled them in blue here. Additionally, you need to have the following settings in Roblox: shift lock switch to off, camera mode default, UI navigation toggle on. Speed settings contain settings related to delays and macro speed. Global delay is the usual wait time between actions, but some actions have their own fixed wait times, hard-coded, that can be changed. This is to avoid problems. Key delay is the delay between button presses. Mouse delay is the delay between clicks. Slow mode significantly reduces dropped inputs, but it effectively multiplies all key and mouse delays. If slow mode is turned on, key and mouse delay should never be above 10. Preference settings contain settings related to how you prefer things to be done. Buy limit sets a limit on how often it tries to buy an item that is in stock. If it does not manage to make it go out of stock within that many times, it will move on. This is important to prevent the macro from getting stuck if you lack the money to buy something. The old buy method enables the calibration routine between every purchase. Success rate is much higher if it is enabled, but there are specific issues that may occur with it on in some cases, because it's a beta feature. But I recommend having it on, unless you encounter such issues, but it's up to you as the difference in success rate is low. Auto alignment and auto alignment cycle. The auto alignment is to fix the camera, with many weathers messing with the camera and camera angle being essential. These should remain enabled and on a low value. Recommend auto alignment cycle is -1, forcing it to always calibrate the camera. Use the recall wrench to teleport. The default slot is 2, and it teleports the user to the gear shop using the recall wrench. You can change the slot if you want, but make sure to change it in the macro. Max failures determines how many times in a row it can fail to open shops before it stops the macro. This is to prevent it from catastrophic failures caused by it ending up in weird places. Now for the last tab. Advanced settings are the settings you should not mess with unless you know what you're doing. Ignore errors. This feature disables the shop check, and if enabled will run the shop routine without looking if the shop is already open. It can cause catastrophic failure if enabled, so use this at your own risk. The movement change adjusts how far you walk. If you constantly overshoot, reduce the value, negative values are possible, and if you constantly undershoot, increase the value. UI initialization mode is a huge bug fix for specific bugs. It breaks the macro if you don't have that bug, so don't touch it unless someone tells you to enable it. Debug mode. It automatically records the Roblox window and provides information in the form of a tooltip for various steps to help troubleshoot. It does not recommend to have this on unless you are having issues, and I tell you to enable this. The info tab shows the link to my YouTube page and the link to my Discord server. Yeah, so after talking for a while, you finally set up the macro. So now just click on save, load the macro, and this new GUI should pop up. You can start the macro with your keybind that you set up. It's P for me. Stop the macro, this will close the macro completely, and it's Y for me. You can also restart the macro with the letter U, and return to the settings with the letter T. Oh wait, one thing I forgot to mention. Make sure your monitor resolution matches the macro resolution. So just change your macro resolution to your monitor's resolution. And before I end the video, I just want to mention something. I partnered with GrabTab. It's owned by Stream Elements, which are partnered with Twitch. So they are 100% trusted. You can play some games for free Robux. I already got over 2000 in a couple of hours while playing on the toilet. Some people already got over $100. And it's not a scam, it's really easy to do. So yeah, make sure to check it out. It's called GrabTab and I will leave the link in the description. And as long as you've done everything that I told you, you should be able to get the macro to work. So this is the new best macro in Grow Garden. And yeah, I mean this is pretty much how to AFK macro. Hopefully this video has helped you guys out, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. If you encounter any issues, just go to the Discord server and comment your issue, and we will help you out on pretty much fixing the macro if you got any issues. And thank you for watching.